welcome back to my channel, Kylie Kate. So today I'll be doing a video just of explaining everything about what's been going on and why I haven't been making videos that much. But I hope you like this video and my other videos, and go watch my other videos and follow for more. But let's get on with this video. And also I'll leave my social media in the description below. But yeah, let's get down to business. So the only why I haven't really been posting that much and doing a lot of videos or only lives really is because I've been going through a lot right now, and family issues, school. I got suspended Monday for calling a nurse the bitch, but yeah, because she wants this video is really important to me, and with my autism, when someone doesn't listen, it hurts my feelings, and I was just trying to make let her see this video that was only 1 minute and 17 seconds, but she wouldn't, and she kept on saying this shit and wouldn't listen, and she's not really a real nurse. She's only a school nurse. That's totally different, but um but yeah, and it upset me, and I know I was half asleep. I just woke up, and you expect us to get ready for school at 6:30, and expect us that we're gonna be awake, fully awake, when you just woke up 5 seconds ago, and expects us to be fully awake and not knowing what's going on and anything. But yeah, that's why I was late to school and got suspended Monday. And it was a video about me bull riding, but that is something I don't like about school. But then after that, we went to, I got put in ALC, but I wasn't really in ALC. I was only there until 11:20, but 11:15. And then my grandmother came and got me. We got McDonald's. Then we went to my house, which is called the Land, and I ate, and she finished getting ready. Then we left to go to the Ark, and then we left that, and then we went to my doctor appointment. Then after that, that's when we went back to the house, and she dropped me off, and so yeah. That was that. Then Tuesday, basically after my grandfather left the house and my grandmother, but I didn't know that he left, she left. I know that she left, but I didn't know, he left with her. Because I didn't see her car, I didn't see his car. So, and he left his phone behind. So, I was bored, and they didn't really ground me or anything from getting suspended because I'm 19. So, I was bored out of my mind. No one was here besides me and the dogs. So I left home, and I asked my boyfriend's sister to come and get me. And I brought my backpack with me. I made up my medicine and stuff. And then I thought I was only going to spend one night. But no, I spent three nights, I think. And so after that, I made my medicine. She came here in 30 minutes. And basically, I went away from home. And then that night, we went to Walmart, got some ducks, a stuffed animal duck, to make the not homecoming, but Sadie Hawkins dance proposal to my boyfriend to surprise him and ask him to the dance. But we did that later that night. And then we went home to her house and my boyfriend's house, and we ate a snack before we went to the tattoo place for her and to finish her tattoo, and we stayed there about 4 hours until her appointment was at 4 o'clock, 4:30, and we left at 4 o'clock, and or 3:50, and we didn't get home till 9 o'clock, so, but then after, and police came that night just to check on me because one of my friends, Jacob, called the police to come and make sure I was safe and okay. But yeah, and then after that, we went home, and my Jada, my boyfriend's stepmom was home, and after that, she was talking to me, and we were setting up the ducks and stuff, and the sign for the Sadie Hawkins dance, and when Uncle David, his uncle, and him got home from Walmart, he got out of the truck and I gave him a hug. Well, he was talking to his uncle, I think, and I gave him a hug, or first or before, and then he read the sign and saw the ducks and stuff, and he said yes. And then after that, we went on a walk and talked and hugged, and then we went inside, laid down on the bed, relaxed and stuff, and then I've been staying with him since yesterday. And then I left yesterday. We went back home to my house. We stayed here and relaxed for a little bit. Then we went to play putt-putt, and I scored another hole-in-one. And I beat him. I beat him with 152. He had a 106 or 102. But yeah. And then after that, we went to Guadalajara, Mexican place in Hernando, Mississippi. And then yeah, we went back home. And we relaxed and watched a movie and did something here, and then we fell asleep, and he said the night's up and he's coming back tonight. And I had this meeting for school, a hearing, and I told them they said my schedule changed today, and they were trying to tell me my classes, and I told them before that I feel safer with Coach Cross that I've been having as an unity, because they was going to send me to the CAC for 30 days for calling her a bitch and getting suspended. And I've been there in May, April, but I didn't in school last year in 11th grade. And I didn't want to go back there, okay, because last time I was there, I had way too many seizures every single morning, and low blood sugar. So then after that, they said, well, because I feel safer with Coach Cross because I've known her since 4th grade. She was the gym teacher. And now she said, well, you can't do that. And then Miss Kayla, my behavior therapist, said, you can't call the shots. And I said, okay, I know that. I'm not trying to call the shots around here. I'm just speaking about what I feel safer doing. Like, don't you get that? Aren't y'all supposed to be teachers that get that? And then after that, I said, well, I'm dropping out of school. And Mr. Sal said, well, you can't make that decision. And I said, who cares? I'm dropping out. It's my life. I'm 19. I can. I'm an adult. A legal adult. And then I said, whatever. I can't deal with y'all. And I was going to say, y'all some bitches. This is a mess up school that doesn't get other people. And then I left the building and I was walking to the truck, and then the library teacher came and we talked, and then I left and told my grandmother that I'm dropping out. I can't do this. I told my grandfather that too. I can't do with this stress, because if I keep staying in school, my asthma attacks has gotten so freaking bad, and my seizures has been happening every single week, if I keep staying in school with the stress, my asthma attacks is gonna build up really worse. And I have the inhaler. Even when I do the inhaler too, things it doesn't. It kind of helps, but it gets really worse my asthma attack. So, and then I have like if I get too stressed out or too hot, I will have a seizure and forget my memory, throw up and stuff. And then that's been happening every single week. Even when I take my medicine, that's been happening every single week for 3 weeks now. So, yeah, so, and she said, well, I don't really care only if you take your medicine. So, yeah, so, and I told her that I have some jobs that I'm gonna do and help my grandfather, even though that might change. But I think I'm gonna move with my boyfriend or figure out something. But thanks for watching, love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next video. Thanks for staying with me, letting me explain why I haven't been videoing and getting suspended and other things. And I will link my social media down below. And love y'all. Thanks for watching. My boyfriend will be here soon. But my grandfather just got here. Bye.